Students, this year we want to study the chapter matrices. Matrices. Last year we have studied the types of matrices, algebra of matrices, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication of two matrices. The matrices are useful almost in every branch of science. Many problems in statistics are expressed in terms of matrices. Matrices are also useful in economics, operation research. So, it is necessary to learn the uses of matrices with the help of elementary transformations and the inverse of matrix. Now, this year we wanted to find inverse of two matrices. First of all, try to understand what is the definition of inverse of a matrix. So, definition we will see. If for a square matrix A, there exists a square matrix B of same order such that AB equal to I equal to BA, then B is called the inverse of matrix A and is denoted by A inverse. We always denote A inverse in this symbol. A into A inverse equal to I. You know what is I? I is a unit matrix of order whatever given. Means if it is given 2 by 2 order, then the elements of the unit matrix are 1, 0, 0, 1. And if it is given the order 3, then the elements of this unit matrix are 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So let us see the formula. A into A inverse is equal to I equal to A inverse into A. Let A be the square matrix, then its determinant is, we denote this determinant by this way, whose value is either 0 or not 0. After finding out the value of the determinant, it may be 0 or may not be 0. If the determinant is equal to 0, then inverse of the matrix A does not exist. Remember this. If the determinant value is equal to 0, then inverse does not exist, and if the determinant value is not equal to 0, then A inverse exists. Remember, this is important step for finding out inverse of any matrix. So whether the inverse exists or not, we can check by this way. The determinant value should not equal to be 0. That is, A inverse exists. If and only if determinant of A is not equal to 0, A is a non-singular matrix. If A is a non-singular matrix, if and only if the determinant is not equal to 0. Now, inverse of a non-singular matrix by elementary transformation. How to find out the inverse of a non-singular matrix by elementary transformations? For that method, to find A inverse by elementary row transformations, there are some steps to remember the inverse. For finding out inverse of a matrix, if A is equal to the matrix of order 3 by 3, and see the positions of each and every element. The position of this A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33 is a matrix of order 3, and reduce this matrix to inverse unit matrix, that is having elements 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Now there are some steps to find out inverse in such cases. We have to remember this matrix, the given matrix should be reduced in the unit matrix form. Then only we can say we found out the inverse of that matrix. Till then we have to see the steps for finding out the inverse of a matrix. First of all, what to do? See the steps. The steps are Now reduce A11 to 1. You know very well the positions just now I said. Reduce first A11 to 1 means first element should be 1. Then reduce A21, A31 to 0. Reduce A22 to 1. Next step, reduce A12 and A32 to 0. Reduce A33 to 1. Reduce A13 and A23 to 0. So these are the steps to remember for finding out a inverse of a matrix by row transformation. Let us see actual how to solve the example we will see. See the example. Find the inverse of a matrix. The elements are 3, 2, 6, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 5 by elementary row transformations. For this, let us consider the given matrix be A. Find its value, determinant value. After the simplification, you will get this value of the determinant as 1, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists. Now go for the finding out the next steps of the inverse. Consider A into A inverse equal to I. See, the given matrix A, multiply it by A inverse, which is equal to I. I is a unit matrix, each and every element. Now we want to perform the operations on rows. While performing operations on rows, whatever the number we have written first, that only on that row only we can perform the operations here. R1 is converted into R2, means they are interchanged. Interchange means second row will become a first row and first row will become a second row. See, these particular changes are there. Here it is the second row element 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 6, 2, 2, 5. The same changes are occurred here on RHS also. Now go by the steps. What are the steps now? First of all, R2 minus 3 R1. R2 means these are the elements. We want to convert this element to 0. That's why this R2 minus 3 into R1. See, this we want this plus 0. So that's why this multiplied R1 should be multiplied to 3 so that this will become 0. So converting this each and every element, performing the same operation, R2 minus 3 R1, we got this element. The same operation is performed on RHS also. Next step, R3 minus 2 R1. R3 minus 2 R1 means the operation should be performed on R3. What are the elements of R3? R3 are this place we want to 0. We want 0. So that's why this R2 multiplied this 1 R1 element. If you multiply this 1 by 2, it will 2 minus 2 will become 0. So this place we want 0 and therefore we got 0 by performing this operation. The same operations are performed on RHS also. Now the next steps, here it is, R1, R2 should be multiplied by minus 1 so that here after the performing operation we get here 1 and the same operation is performed here. Now R1 minus R2, R1 minus R2 is done here so that the after the operations we have the elements 1 minus 1 will become, this is R1 minus R2, this will become 0. This position we get 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So this is 2 minus 0, here it is. The same is here. R1 minus R2, 0 minus of minus 1 get 1, 1 minus 3 get minus 2, 0, 0. So there same change, there should not be any change in other rows. So now R1 minus 2 R3. R1 minus 2 R3 means this place we want 0. To get this place 0, we should have to multiply R1 minus 2 into R3, 2 into R3, 2 into minus 2, we will get this place R1, here it is a 0, the change should be in R1 only. So therefore this is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 A inverse. The same operation is performed here also. So that's why we write here I into A inverse is equal to, see, you can observe the LHS very carefully, that the elements of LHS are nothing but the unit matrix. So therefore here it is I into A inverse, we got whatever the value we got on RHS is nothing but the A inverse. So this way we can try the more examples, try it well, so that we can, if you practice more, get confidence and solve similar examples. As we have seen by row transformation method how to find out inverse of a matrix, we will see now inverse of a square matrix by adjoint method. That was a row transformation method. Here it is a adjoint method. By adjoint method, how to find a inverse of a given matrix. Before going to directly the adjoint, we have to go by some steps. As we have seen last year, 11th standard, we have seen minors, cofactor matrix, all these definition we have already learned. But now this year also we will somewhat these steps we will revise. What is minor? Minor of an element Aij of a square matrix A is equal to Aij, which is of order m by m. That means it is of same order, is the value of the determinant obtained by striking of ith row and jth column. So this value, see, remember how we can find? With the help of determinant. And how to obtain the elements of the determinant? The elements of the determinant are obtained by striking of ith row and jth column. Remember this. What is this striking of? While solving the problem, this words plays important role here of matrix A, and we denote it by Mij, capital letter M, Ij, ith row and jth column. Now cofactor. What is cofactor? Cofactor is given by minus of 1 raised to I plus j into Mij. It is denoted by Aij is equal to minus of 1 raised to I plus j into Mij. Means each and every cofactor can be found out with the help of this formula. Remember this formula. Now cofactor matrix. It is a matrix whose each element Aij of A is replaced by its cofactors. If A is equal to the matrix having the numbers A11, see the position also, A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Then the cofactors of this matrix are denoted by always capital letter A11, A12, A13. The positions are the same, A21, A22, A23 and A31, A32, A33. So these are the elements. Now adjoint of a matrix. Adjoint of a matrix A is given by A is equal to Aij is the transpose of cofactor matrix. See, this is the cofactor matrix and its a transpose is given by, transpose of a cofactor matrix is denoted by adjoint of A, and the formula for finding out inverse of a matrix is A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Now this is all about the formula for A inverse. Before going to directly finding out A inverse, we will practice some examples of finding out the value of adjoint of a given matrix, and it can be found out by just practice of. We will see how to practice now, how to find out adjoint of a given matrix, and then we will go for finding out inverse by the given adjoint method. Now see the actual example how to find out adjoint of a given matrix. find adjoint of a given matrix. These are the elements of the given matrix: 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, 3, 5, minus 2, 0, minus 1. Now find out the steps. Remember the steps. These are the steps for finding out the adjoint of a given matrix. First of all, cofactors. Cofactor is given by the formula minus of 1 raised to I plus j into aij. Each and every element, the cofactor of each and every element we have to find out. A11, you know very well. A11, this is the element having position A11. We want to find out cofactor of this element. To find the cofactor of this element, we can find out the cofactor with the help of just the striking of this row and this column element. What are the elements remaining? 3, 5, 0, minus 1. Same you can see here. 3, 5, 0, minus 1 and minus of 1 raised to I plus j. I plus j means this is I, this is j, 1 plus 1. See now. These are the elements. So after solving this determinant, you can see 3 into minus 1 minus 3, 0 into 5 is 0. Therefore it is a minus 3. Now A12, see the position, minus of 1. We want to find out the cofactor of this number. So again, striking of this row, this column, the elements are minus 2, 5, minus 2, minus 1. See the element, minus 2, 5 and minus 2, minus 1. Simplify this, and minus of 1 raised to I plus j means minus of 1. See this, I plus j is odd value 3, that if the power of minus of 1 is odd, its value is negative. Simplify the determinant, minus 2 into minus 1 is 2, minus 2 into 5 is minus 10, minus of minus is plus, therefore it is equal to minus of 12 we will get. Now A13, see the position, A13, this is the element 2. We want to find out cofactor of this matrix, of this number. So by striking of this row again and this column again, the elements are minus 2, 3, minus 2, 0. You can see A13, minus 2, 3 and minus 2, 0. Simplify. Again, I raised to minus 1 raised to 1 plus 3. Here it is 1, here it is 3, 1 plus 3, and it is a even number, so that it is a positive 1. Minus 2 into 0, minus 2 into 3 is 6. So same operations are performed. Here it is the element A21. See the position A21, where it is this one. Strike off this column, strike off this row. The elements we will get as minus 1, 2 and 0, minus 1. Here it is, the elements are written here. Again minus of 1 raised to I plus j. The same operation is carried here. Now minus of 1 into the, multiply this, simplify this determinant, minus 1 into minus 1 is 1, minus this is 0 into 2, and therefore it is a minus 1. See the A22 means this. Now striking off this, A22 means this, striking off the elements. See this position, here it is. We want to strike off this column as well, this row. The elements are 1, 2, minus 2, 1. See now, these are the elements 1, 2, minus 2, 1. Simplify this. Again this is positive, 1 into minus 1, minus of minus 2 into 2 is 4, and therefore it is a 3. The similar way we can find out for A23, A31, A32, A33, each and every element we can find out similarly. Now write the elements. Whatever we have found out now, write these elements Aij. See, first we found out minus 3, minus 12, 6, minus 3, minus 12, 6, then minus 1, 3, minus 2, minus 1, 3, minus 2, then minus of 11, 9 and 1, minus of 11, 9, minus 9, 1. So these are all elements which are cofactor elements. Now final step is to find out adjoint of the given matrix. Adjoint is nothing but the transpose of Aij. Transpose means again conversion of rows into columns. See, this is a first row, you can observe here as a first column. This is a second row, observe here second column. The third row, third column. This way we find out adjoint of a given matrix. So practice more examples of finding out adjoint so that you can find out inverse of a given matrix very easily. Practice this for finding out the adjoint of a given matrix. Then next we will see how to find out by adjoint method inverse of a given matrix. We'll see next. Earlier we have seen how to find out adjoint of a matrix. Once you have practiced adjoint of a matrix, means how to find out adjoint of a matrix, by using the same matter, same fact, we will see how to find out inverse of a matrix by adjoint method. Now we are going to find out inverse of a matrix. See the elements of a matrix. This is the matrix. We want to find out inverse of this matrix by adjoint method. Now see the elements 1 0 0 3 3 0 5 2 minus 1. For the solution purpose we have to consider, let us consider the given matrix as this same matrix. See now the steps for finding out adjoint of a matrix. Follow the steps very properly. First of all, find out determinant of the matrix. You can see here the elements are continued, same elements are continued here, and then find out the simplify this determinant. After simplification you will get 1 into this is 3 into minus 1 and 2 into 0. Here it is multiplied, this is 0 and this is also 0, therefore its value of the determinant is minus of 3. See, since the determinant value is minus of 3 which is not equal to 0, therefore A inverse exists. Now decide here first the A inverse exists. If A inverse exists, then go for finding out the inverse adjoint steps. For finding out adjoint of a matrix, follow the same steps as we have done earlier. What were the steps there we have found out? First of all, remember the formula. Cofactor of each and every element can be found out, that is cofactor of Aij is equal to minus of 1 raised to I plus j into Aij. Same here. Now A11, see the position of the element A11. This is the element whose cofactor element we want to find out by striking off this row and this column. The remaining elements are 3 0 2 minus 1. You can see here 3 0 2 minus 1. Simplify this determinant. This value minus of 1 raised to 1 plus 1, since this is a even power, its value is positive, therefore it is 1. Simplify the determinant. Simplification of this 3 into minus 1 is minus of 3, 2 into 0 is equal to this is minus of 3. Now the second element, this 0, we want to find out the cofactor of this element. So the cofactor of this element by again striking off this row, this column. What are the elements you can see here? 3 0 5 minus 1, 3 0 5 minus 1. We will see the elements. Simplify the determinant, find out this value. Minus of y raised to 1 plus 2 is 3, since it is odd, therefore it is a minus. And simplify the determinant. 3 into minus 1, 5 into 0, so is equal to 3 we will get here. Now the next element, this is 0. We want to find out cofactor of this element A13. What is the position of this element? Is A13. Now again strike off this row, this column. Easily you will get the elements 3 3 5 2. Here it is 3 3 5 2. Simplify this, since this is a even, therefore it is a 1. Simplification of determinant, 3 into 2 is 6 minus 5 3 15, so that is equal to minus of 9. Then cofactor of A21, see the position. A21 means this element. Find out the cofactor of this element by, see, strike off this row, this column. What are the elements remaining? 0 0 2 minus 1. Same written here. The procedure is same. You can repeat for each and every element. Simplify the determinant. After simplification, this value will get 0. See, you concentrate on the elements. How to find out the elements? By striking off ith row and jth column. See the position. The simplification of determinant is having the same procedure for solving. So A22, what is this? A22, this is the element whose cofactor is to be found out. Now by striking off this row, this column, so that you will get the element for A22 as 1 0 5 minus of 1. Simplify this. After simplification you will get minus 1. A23 means this element. So striking of this element means striking of this row, this column. What we are getting? 1 0 5 2. Simplify this in the same manner. The elements of 3 1, here it is, 3 1 are taken as, say, strike of this row, this column, so that we will get the element 1, here it is 0 0 3 0, so that after simplification you will get this 0. Similarly, A32 means this, you will get strike of this row, this column, so that you will get element 1 0 3 0. Simplification you give you 0. A33, see, A33 means this, strike of this row, this column, the elements are 1 0 3 3, so that after simplification you will get this. Now write the cofactor matrix. See, remember, for the cofactor matrix, whatever the elements we have found out in this step, see, minus 3 3 minus 9, write all these elements as it is without changing their position. Means what? See, cofactor matrix, minus 3 3 minus 9, minus 3 3 minus 9, you can see here. Then 0 minus 1 minus 2, 0 minus 1 minus 2, then this 0 3 0 0 3 written as it is, as they are found out in the same position we have written this. Now the important thing is how to find out now adjoint of this. See, for finding out adjoint of this, we want to find out the transpose of this cofactor matrix. Again remember, the transpose of the cofactor matrix is nothing but changing these, all these row elements as a column elements. See, this is a minus 3 3 9 is a first row, you can observe, but after the taking transpose of this will become a first column. See the value of the first column, minus 3 3 minus 9. In the same manner, this is a second row, you can observe here as a second column. This is a third row, element became a third column. Now this is all about adjoint. Up to this you can follow. Now the last step for finding out inverse of a matrix, you just write the formula first of all. Remember the formula always. A inverse is given by the formula 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Every value you are knowing now. Value of determinant of A, first of all, only we have found out the value of the determinant as minus of 3. See, in the formula form it is written. Now adjoint of A. What is adjoint of A? This is also found out in this step. See, the same elements we have repeated. This way we can find out inverse of a matrix by adjoint method. There are so many problems in our textbook in 12th standard. So many problems are there which are easier one, and for practice purpose we have to solve these elements so that even you can get the confidence and you can feel it very very easy. So practice well. You can see the very important examples are given in the textbook. For your practice purpose, you have to see all these examples and solve them so that get the confidence.